Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Quick run around the room. Does anybody recognize somebody in this picture? Show of hands. Very good. All famous people. What if I tell you that all these people, regardless of their business, reach the point of success without doing a postgraduate research? So, quick tip, don't do it. That's wrong. Another round. Who recognizes these people? Not as famous as Cristiano Ronaldo, eh? So, because of Dr. Shine and Dr. Turici, millions were saved in 2020. They developed the COVID vaccine. Because of Professor Berengi, the idea of using a reusable spacecraft is finally implemented, started with NASA's shuttle program. Because of William Shockley, you can fit a computer in your pocket. And because of Sidney Corley, our women and men in law enforcement wear bulletproof vests, which helps them save lives working against crime on a daily basis. Now, what all these people have in common is that they are practical problem solvers. And if the year 2020 has taught us anything, we need more people like them. It's not going to be the only way, but if you intend to become a problem solver like them in future, one of the easiest, most efficient way is to start post-grad research. Why, you ask, is very simple. Because it allows you to systematically approach a problem, a question, or even a concern, gather information about it, analyze your information, come up with a proposal, and most important part, carry over your results to your next generation, and all of that is happening in a non-hostile environment where people are trained to help you. Now, I know about the rumors of doing the post-grad research. It's scary, it's funny, it's pointless. There are dozens of reasons why you should not be worried about doing the post-grad research. And I'm here to personally vouch for two. Number one, March 2020, I was in New Zealand. It was commenced the level 4 lockdown. University was closed because of the pandemic, and this most important part of my PhD was left out, which was the backbone of my research. So, I gathered around with my supervisor and I said, all right, what do you have to do? You have to wait for the university to reopen? Do we have to change our approach? What's the game plan here? And they said, well, the same manufacturer that has the equipment also has a portable version right here. So, how much would it cost? 40,000 Qatari riyals. I was as broke as a student. They looked for funding, but it was the pandemic, so there was no luck there. So we approached our industry partner and we said, Mr. Technical Manager of this very important company in New Zealand, this is the situation, we need your help. And he only asked one question. Where do you want us to ship it to? So that's my side table at home. They got me the device. Instead of lab-grade salt, I went to the supermarket and bought some table salt. I got some tap water from my kitchen. I made my corrosion samples, and here you go, getting perfect results at home. Whether or not those results are perfect is not important. What's important was during my PhD lifetime, there was probably 2-3 events like that happened to me or people like me, but never had we ever felt left alone, hanging with our problems. No. You're gonna have all the help and support you're gonna need. Reason number two, in my final review with one of my supervisors, everything was ready for submission. And he was like, well, you know what? You have these corrosion samples. So they start and they keep getting bigger and bigger. They make like that halo ring. You should mathematically model that. I was like, well, that's a brilliant idea. Nobody has ever done it before. How do we do it? What's the approach? What's the plan? And how long would it take? And he said, well, we're going to do this and that, and it's going to take an additional 6 months. And I was like, well, okay, I like you, but I'm ready to submit. I've met all my milestones. Everything is ready for submission. And personally speaking, I just lost my grandparents to COVID, so I wasn't really there. Just wanted to go back and spend time with my family. So I was like, if I want to do a postdoctoral fellow in future, maybe in 2 years, by all means, that would be my point of start. But thanks, but no thank you. You will be the boss doing a postgrad research. You set the agenda. Everybody else is there to help you and your course of action. You're going to fail in some, success in others, and that's going to be great practice for your career and a great practice for your life. But you can do it. Quick final takeaways. Number one, nobody has ever mentioned that to me, but failure not only is an option, but it's appreciated doing the postgrad research. What do I mean by failure? Is you come up with this test and then everything is great, but it doesn't work. And you know it doesn't work, not because you're not trying enough, simply because it doesn't work. What if I tell you, you can gather the information, you can analyze it, you can publish it, and you can graduate based on it? Here's a fun fact, guys. If you publish a success, some will hate you because you did it before them. If you publish a failure, everybody will love you because you're telling them, don't go down this road, this is not going to work, you're going to save them money, you're going to save them resources, you're going to save them time. Second, try to partner up with an industry or a business while doing a postgrad. It's highly recommended. Like I did it in New Zealand, please do it. Not only you get extra support like I did, it will skyrocket your career development in the future. So what happens is that not only you're going to give an option to work with academia in future, you can partner up like what I did, and then later on, I got to work in General Motors making Chevrolet just because I had work experience working with the industries. That's going to be great for your networking, for your life, amazing stuff. And lastly, do stay connected with people who's already done it before, like me, like my friends, anybody. These are my email addresses. This is what my LinkedIn page looks like. Feel free to send me as many questions as you can. Email me as many times as you want. Do it not just to me, to anybody who you know has ever gone down that road. And we might not have all the answers for you guys, but if you have just one, it's one less obstacle on your way. I want to finish up with this quote of Wayne Gretzky. For those of you who are not a hockey fan, Wayne Gretzky is like Diego Maradona. So during an interview, Wayne Gretzky said 100% of the shots you don't take doesn't go in. Now I know Qatar is a football nation, so the equivalent of that is going to be, don't expect to score a goal if you're not kicking the ball. Kick the ball, score a goal, do a postgrad research. Listen, it's not going to guarantee your success, but it'll take you so damn close. Thank you all for coming.